Throughout history, the art of sniping has evolved, but the essence of guerrilla tactics has remained timeless. Precision strikes, mobility, and disruption. One of the earliest examples of guerrilla snipers in recorded history comes from the American Revolution. Colonial sharpshooters, armed with long rifles, would ambush British troops and officers from concealed positions before quickly disappearing into the wilderness. Their ability to strike key targets and evade pursuit turned the tide in several key skirmishes. Fast forward to World War II, where Soviet partisans became masters of guerrilla warfare. Operating behind enemy lines, these fighters used forests, swamps, and urban ruins to their advantage. Legendary snipers like Lyudmila Pavlichenko, armed with the Mosin-Nagant rifle, would eliminate high-value targets before vanishing into the chaos of the battlefield. During the Vietnam War, the Viet Cong perfected hit-and-run tactics. Snipers would fire from dense jungles, using the terrain as cover. Their goal wasn't just to eliminate targets, but to confuse and exhaust their enemies by constantly changing positions and setting traps to control the battlefield. In modern conflicts, guerrilla snipers continue to shape warfare, particularly in urban combat. Mobile marksmen often rely on heavy, unsuppressed rifles for maximum stopping power, using smoke and decoys to reposition and disrupt enemy forces. Their role isn't about hiding forever, it's about controlling the flow of the fight, one shot at a time. This philosophy defines the Wraith Walker loadout: precision without compromise, mobility over concealment, and disruption as the ultimate weapon. It's a nod to the legends of guerrilla warfare, adapted for the fast-paced battlefield of Call of Duty. Alright, let's talk about it. It's my first time doing a live playthrough voiceover, so bear with me. We're going to go through a couple of clips here. As you can see, this is a heavy mobility class. I want to let you guys know that the whole spiel about it will be moving around and repositioning. This isn't the kind of sniper class where you can afford to stay still for too long. The perks that we have are Ghost and Double Time for that movement, and Tracker and Quartermaster for more of our offensive defensive plays to kind of round things out. So it's a little bit of a hybrid. It's definitely more of an aggressive sniper build. As you can see, we threw out our shock charge. We used it offensively and we'll be using it defensively as well. But that's what I like about this class, is if you can kind of peek, kind of predict where the enemies will be, the shock charge makes for a good offensive tactical. We also could go with smoke grenades, but then you would need a thermal to really take full advantage of that. I do believe you could take off extended mags for a thermal, quite possibly. As you can see, we threw a blast trap a while ago, and it finally went off. Sentry gun is ready. The reason we want to go with UAV, counter UAV, and sentry is that they all kind of blend together for this build. UAV for obvious reasons, counter UAV because we are unsuppressed. Also, it just overall helps the team, just like a UAV would, but it works out a lot. Just kind of goes hand in hand with that Ghost. Let's check out another clip here. Started off pretty strong. We get the double. A lot going on in here, so we just throw our blast trap. We just get rid of it. And then it rewards us with 2 kills just like that. We didn't stay in our spot for too long. We're clearing out corners with the pistols. I highly recommend you max it out to Akimbos. It kind of takes a while, but that's why it's more of an advanced sniper class. It's because both of these are really good maxed out. We don't hit that guy, we don't get him, so we go ahead and reposition. We have a shock charge and a blast trap on us. That's why we want Quartermasters, to keep that equipment up. We go ahead and throw one of them. And what you can do is kind of use them as mini radars. If you keep in mind how you're playing things, it should be able to tell you where the enemy is and allow you to capitalize off your kills. So we're just playing the high room, the tower, if you will, and we're making sure we don't stay in one spot for too long. Blast trap goes off, and our main goal is would be to refill that. Let's check another clip, and that's what it's pretty much going to be. We're on Nuketown right now. We're probably going to check out another map here. So we're scoping out the scenery. We just throw a shock charge. We get a shock. We can't get anything in there, so we do our favorite. We just throw a blast trap, and we keep moving. That double time comes in clutch. We can rush aggressively with our Akimbos and keep it moving. We're playing objective on this one. As you can see, we're getting fired at, and we're just going to play around with it a little bit. We got a peek. We got a peek. We don't want to stay up too long. We're getting shot. We don't know really where to go from, so we're going to keep moving. Get some defenses set up. We hear it go off. Things are popping off. We go ahead and rush in for our kill. The Akimbos are really, really good. We have a, I believe, an assault grip where we have increased sprint to fire speed. There's no need for aim down the sight speed with the Akimbos, as we're not aiming down the sight. Instead, steady aim laser is what you want to go with to maximize that hip fire. Go ahead and finish him off, and we would move upstairs and do it all over again. Let's check out this clip real quick. We go ahead and throw some traps on our left side. We're not really worried about the left too much. Take him out close quarters. Scoping it out a little bit. And I really think you should play corners with this. Being able to watch long range like that, and potentially I could switch here and rush it. And we kind of do just that a little bit. We get a nice corner. We could have hit him with pistols or that sniper. We get a double, so it's okay. It's a little tricky when you do it that way. As you can see, we went close quarters again, so we switched to Akimbos, and we're kind of just mixing it up back and forth. I do think the Akimbos could have been used more instead of the sniper, but the sniper has it has a nice grip that does aim down the sight and sprint to fire. I don't know if we're rocking Commando on that, as well as the light stock just helping our movement speed. So it is a little bit on the quick scope side, just a little bit. It could be better, I'm sure, but I think we have it good on accuracy and mobility just to get us moving pretty fast. The handling could be better, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So our teammate was watching that. As you can see, we're kind of having a little bit of foundation set up in here. You know, I'm going to be the one that sets these traps. We're going to let it go. We're checking back and forth. As you can see, I kind of wanted this kill, but that's how it was kind of working when you get it set up. We're now on a countdown. We're going to check this out real quick. So this is going to be an example of really, instead of Nuketown, this is another small map. But this is going to be an example of really controlling the map, as we might have talked about in our little history lesson there. So we went ahead and got a spring mine, and we do have a shock charge on the way out. So that path is covered. At this point, we're playing a little bit offensively, trying to make sure we got the right side. We heard our spring mine went off, so we can kind of use that as a little bit of a radar to tell where the enemies are. We missed that shot, and we want to keep moving. We want to keep moving a lot. We're checking to see if we can get anything, any bites. We're not going to stay too long. When we take shots, we just get a couple. I think my max is like 3 or 4. It depends on the situation. But we have Ghost. Here we go offensively, throwing a shock. He didn't want it. So just in case he comes back, we're throwing a trap. We got Quartermaster. We don't have to worry. We're going to get that back. Eyes on the enemy.
Engaging foot patrol.
We're going to go ahead and try to take him out fast. We missed the first shot, so we're exposed. No counter UAV up just yet. We're exposed, but we're going to see if we can play it. 3 shots in. We need to keep moving. Shock charge is back. We're going to go ahead and set it. See what we can get. Nothing. That's good. That's okay. That side is covered. If we get a shock charge, hopefully he doesn't have shadow foot, but if we get a shock, we know where to go. The door is closed. So now we're just owning this side of the map. We're just doing what we have to do to kind of keep this flow. Missing shots. We're exposed, but we secure it. And we have our blast trap back. So we're done checking that area. We want to go ahead and fortify our defenses some more. That shock charge is still in play. Hasn't gone off yet. We hit a blast trap. There he is. We're going to go ahead and see if we can bite. If we can get that bite. We didn't trust the blast trap, but it did take it for us. And that's pretty much what we would do repeatedly. We would keep this side of the map.
Requesting recon above.
Going back over because we don't see anything. We have everything. This is perfect. We have shock charge. We have spring mine. We have a blast trap. I could have put it behind the tank. We got a hit. We go to check and we secure a kill. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I do think, like I said, it's heavy on the mobility. So the double time really kicks in for not only for the objectives, just being able to run around with your sniper a little bit more, but also with those Akimbos, it allows you to rush up a little bit, especially when you get those shocks and you know you can get it. You know you can go ahead and test it, contest it rather. It works really, really well. So that's how we would own Countdown. Let's get back to Nuketown here. Starting it off large and in charge with the headshot. On this one, we're probably going to be poking around a little bit. We get another one. We are exposed. But like I said, we have that double time. We want to go ahead and use it. We throw a blast trap at the bottom. We have a assault pack at the top from our teammate, and we're just covering ground. If you think about it, we're getting to these positions faster than normal. We're running a fast sniper with double time. We are sprinting non-stop. We are sprinting for our lives. Left side is covered. We got a shock charge and a blast trap out there, I believe. So left side's covered. We're going to go ahead and poke right. Love to slide after we jump off. Nice G slide. Checking everything. Nothing there, so we're checking our other side. It's protected, but way out? Not quite, not quite. Don't want to hard scope camp too hard. Checking the right side. Don't know we're getting shot. We're going to check it. We see. We go ahead and grab that. And we're just going back and forth on this one. The thing is, in this kind of position, we have our ghost, so we can move in between our shots. We just don't want to be in the same spot. After one shot, we miss it. We're going to go ahead and go to the other side. We don't want to stay in that same area shooting off unsuppressed shots over and over again. But hey, now we're fortified on both sides. Let's go ahead and get out of here. See if we can switch up the lane a little bit. All the way on the right, we get a little jump scare one. Not bad at all. Good thing about this particular loadout is if things get sticky, you can get out of there. Like I said, that double time really helps to just kind of go bananas, especially if you're running with either weapon, the sniper or the Akimbos. It works pretty well. Setting up some defenses. We have a combination of all three. We went a little bit far, a little bit close, middle, and that's set. We're going to go ahead and watch the left side now. Go ahead and fill up, because why not? Now we got more. You can hold up to 4. You can hold 2 shock charges and 2 blast traps, so just use that to your ability. Starting off strong on here, we went playing objective on this one. Close quarters, so we went Akimbo. I really should rewind this back because we're just going crazy. We're using the mobility of the sniper to our fullest potential. We back. We go ahead and grab him. Love it. Coming around the corner, sliding, using that speed. He's done. So we're moving. In between these shots, we are moving because we're unsuppressed. We already missed that one. They know where we are. Let's set up some traps. Paid off for us. We haven't fired a shot in a while. Are we still up here? They'll have to see. We have ghosts. We're moving around. Some below. Got our sentry. And this is really what I like to think about with this class is the sentry is for your flank. I know that first sentry we set out, it was in a terrible position, but this is an example of where you would want it. We throw out a shock charge just so if you get stunned, you're probably getting hit with the sentry. You know, it all goes together. It all goes together. Now I noticed that, okay, I can't get my blast trap out. It's right in the doorway. We probably want to put it out a little bit more, or maybe even in that corner desk area if it's possible. Throwing out the blast trap offensively. We got a bite, so we know they're over there. Looks like the teammate was able to get it. I'm able to move a little bit. We take a little bit of a hit, but we're trying to get that sentry out. Get it out in a little bit. Trying to find the spot. There we go. That way I can move around it a little bit and continue to set up my traps. I just want my flank watched. If I'm going to camp and be in one window, kind of going in and out, checking the back, I want to make sure that I have my flank covered. And that sentry, as you can see, it picked up a kill for us and allowed us to stay that much longer. We got our quartermaster going, and it paid off for another kill. Check out another clip. We didn't hit that first shot, so we kept going. Our tracker popped off. I forgot to mention, tracker is working this whole time passively. It has a cooldown, but that's the benefit. I highly recommend, if you take a shot, you don't hit it, if you ain't contesting it, move. Just move on. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I might have an example right here. So we got an offensive shock charge. We know where they are. We missed the first shot. We're exposed. We get our second one. It's getting a little rough. Close quarters. We switching. Okay. At this point, we got radar. We take him out. There's a little bit of a finesse right there. It's a little nasty how close he was. We're throwing out some traps, and we're getting out of there. We're done. That left side is done. We threw out enough unsuppressed shots for them to be like, maybe there's somebody over there. Let's see if it pays off. More. We just refilled, so we got a little bit more. As you can see, they were kind of going left, but we know it's a little covered. It's a little covered. He's contesting us pretty hard. We're trying to see if any traps pop off, but nothing's popping off. Taking our time. We're not being stupid with it. Molotovs are there. Checking again. Got him. It's a done data. And then we just set up more traps and just continue the process. This guy's glitching through.
We have the edge, but don't get cocky. This shit ain't over.
Camping hard because we know we got our backs covered, and we finish up. All right, so that's it, y'all. That's it. I thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know you guys' success. The class loadout will be also in the description, as well as the visuals. So go ahead and check that out. It'll be there for you guys. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll get to you on the next one. We're doing an AK-47, AK-74 Insurgent build. Can't wait to get to that. See you guys later.